Ciao windstormiani e non, benvenuti in questo nuovo video del nostro carissimo Red Dead Redemption. Perfetto, lo scorso episodio abbiamo rincontrato una nostra vecchia conoscenza, cioè il carissimo Bill Williamson. Non so perché ho dovuto dirlo così, vabbè. Come potete vedere ho comprato anche la bandoliera, che aumenta le munizioni delle armi, insomma delle varie armi. E dai, non perdiamoci in chiacchiere e facciamo la prossima missione. Perché c'è un cavallo che gira lì. Vabbè. Iniziamo. Una tempesta in arrivo.
Come on, let's go!
Amos!
Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss, I got most of the horses secure and the chickens.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Ok.
Let's go. We don't have much time.
Andiamo.
Come on.
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path for me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna get me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have two herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. I'm gonna save my voice for the herd. It's gonna be hard shouting over this storm.
Va bene.
Easy now.
Ok,
Drive
piano.
them over to the pasture by the old oak tree. We'll merge them with the other herd there.
Va benone. Andiamo.
I haven't seen a storm like this for a while. We need to be quick.
Ehi, dove va? Porca. Dove vai, macchina? Torna alla mandria, Su, su.
Let's go.
Non compare sulla mappa. Ok, avvicinati al capo sbandato per farlo riunire alla mandria. L'icona blu scuro diventerà azzurro, blu chiaro. Vabbè. E non sono daltonico.
Yeah.
Vabbè, vai. Perfetto. Ti pareva?
They're spooked! We have to stop the stampede! Oh my god! They're running for the cliff!
Vuoi pure? Ok, cerchiamo di fermarle come che arrivino al dirupo. Ok.
Ah, that was close. Now let's round up those stragglers.
Va bene.
Come on.
Let's get these stragglers rounded up and head back.
Dai, torniamo alla mandria. Su, su.
I can't do this by myself!
Forza.
Go. Come on.
Perfetto. Dai, mucchina, andiamo su, su. Forza, mucchine, su, su. Dai. Ok. Dai, su. Dentro.
The storm
Perfetto. Bene, bene, bene. Abbiamo
You saved
messo
the
le
herd
mucche a
back
posto.
there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Come on, boy.
Perfetto. Sì, vorrei correggermi, insomma, anche. Che lo scorso episodio abbiamo ritrovato una nuova vecchia conoscenza. Stavo andando, insomma, a Ridgewood Farm con lo sceriffo ed indagare. E abbiamo scoperto che era Bill. E l'ho detto dopo la missione, ma vabbè, dai. Va bene, dai, non perdiamoci in chiacchiere e iniziamo la prossima missione.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Ah, va bene.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I'm sure it's nothing, but I worry about the old fool. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine, Miss McFarland. He's built like an oak.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Miss McFarland?
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the east and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants. But when I see those city fellers coming in on the railway, all dressed up like a sore toe, I fear a little for his soul. He switched his saddle for a tie, and that's fine. I just never met a man in a tie I could trust. Look, I think I see someone. Yeah!
Come on.
Stay with me! Giddy up! Come on, let's hurry! Daddy! What happened?
Nothing nice. Rustlers, I guess. Maybe the Baller twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now. Fetch the wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
Come on, boy. Those damn rustlers. I've got a good mind to head over to Pike's Basin myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And you're no better. How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in, like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize it.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's found a way to think the bad into good.
You're upset, Miss McFarland.
Killing's killing, Mr. Marston. Between Pike's Basin and Thieves' Landing, it's a miracle there's any food left on the table.
You're talking like this ranch is already buried. You're surviving. Things aren't that bad.
Russell, oh my God, the barn's on fire!
Come on.
Cavolo. Andiamo.
Yeah!
Put it out.
Come on! It's getting worse!
The doors are blocked! We need to find another way in!
Help me, will you? Los caballos!
Mr. Marston, please! See if you can get in through the wall!
Out! Más agua! There ain't enough of us!
Premi X per saltare e aggrapparti a una sporgenza. Quando sei appeso per arrampicarti, muovi la levetta in direzione della sporgenza o premi X. Quindi X, di nuovo X.
Gotta get to the horse!
Ok. John. Quanto abbiamo messo vicino alla sporgenza, Ok, funziona anche con la levetta. Va bene. Ok. Perfetto. Ok, apriamo le porte del fienile. Chiuso da un forcone.
He did it!
Ok.
Now get the horses out!
No. Ma sarebbe bello sapere chi è stato, insomma, cavolo. Ok. Dai, cavallino, dai. È bloccato, pareva, no? Doveva succedere qualcosa. Ok, e bla. Andiamo. Perfetto. Bene.
You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. Well, you saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, did all I could, Miss McFarland. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure. Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
Perfetto. Bene, cosa abbiamo come prossime missioni? Abbiamo una di lo sceriffo e una di West Dickens. Vabbè, direi di andare giù ad Armadillo. Ci vediamo là, WindStormiani. Perfetto, eccoci arrivati. Beh, dai. Iniziamo.
And I can tell you with no uncertainty that miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you good day, sir. Oh, Mr. Marston, good to see you.
Altrettanto.
How are you keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
Mr. West Dickens, Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
At everyone's service. At the service of science, of knowledge, of life.
How are your wounds?
Much, much better. But then they would be.
Would be...
I know a cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
Ah, I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce, as long as you buy 100 ounces or more. That's a lot of immortality.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke, but this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain while we go.
Okay.
Va benone, andiamo.
Head for Ridgewood Farm, John, and hurry. There are people there in dire need of my tonic.
I heard about you, Mr. West Dickens.
And I about you, John Marston.
Hoodwinking the weak, gullible out of their hard-earned money.
My dear boy, it is you who is gullible, if I may be so bold, for heeding such ill-informed
You're
scuttlebutt.
as full of wind as a horse with the collar.
I have been blessed with the gift of language. Stay on the road! You're going to destroy the merchandise! And for that, I will not apologize. But the West Dickens elixirs speak for themselves. My thousands of happy customers attest to that. If my tonic is such a sham, how do you explain the fine fettle in which you find me? Last time you saw me, I was knocking at death's door.
You should thank the doctor for that.
Esatto.
I reckon you were acting it up worse than it was.
Act I can, John. A more convincing Othello there has never been. And so shall you, a fair Iago or Cassio make.
I don't like the sound of this.
Showmanship, John. The flourish, the bow. We are operating in a competitive marketplace. Our product must stand out.
And how does this involve me?
We're going to use your God-given talents to our advantage.
I'm really starting to
I'll
regret
drop
this.
you off in the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way, it won't look like we came together. Get back on the road! We'll have nothing left by the time we get to Ridgewood. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the crowd that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. After extolling the virtues, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the paying public.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you.
So it is all a sham.
No, just a little innocent ballyhoo to grease the wheels of enterprise, that's all. Do you think that buxom young girl you see on the Boyach camera posters knows the first thing about photography? Advertising, my boy, is the future. Come on, we haven't got time to stop, my dear boy. You hop out here, John. Follow me in on foot. See you shortly, and remember, showmanship.
Va bene.
Friends,
Vediamo cosa combina.
souls of Chola Springs, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia, earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the healthy man.
But can you prove it, old man?
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up.
That's the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic. Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible, I hear you say. Well, doubt no longer. Faith can move mountains, but I ask not for faith. I am a man of science, and today science will be vindicated. Your eyesight has greatly improved. Is that not so, friend?
If you say so.
That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess. Remarkable! The eyesight of an eagle, granted by imbibing Dr. Westickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
You can fool these people, but you ain't fooling me. Right. Let's just see how sharp you is with a moving target.
Get ready. He's about to throw it.
Ora puoi prendere la mira usando il tuo dead eye. Potrai agganciare bersagli multiple e sparare un colpo per ogni proiettile nella pistola. Va bene.
You ready to get embarrassed again?
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir, plucked out of the sky.
Hey! Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat and just walk away, do you? Hey, it don't work like that around here. Listen. Come on! Are you a man or not?
A challenge of battle has been offered to our volunteer. Prepare for a display of Herculean brawn.
You're going down.
Look at that! Inhuman strength!
I'll rip your face off!
There it is, skeptics and dissenters! Irrefutable proof! Do not let this opportunity pass you by!
Look, he's over there. Go get him.
This ends now!
Watch out! He's got a gun!
Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't leaving here alive!
Marvelous shot, dear boy! The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens elixir. Come, I have plenty for all.
You'll be fine. Get out of my way.
Hey! Where are you going?
I want a bottle. Get me a bottle, please. One of them right here.
Yeah, no harm in trying one bottle, I suppose.
Well, I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks burying gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get you.
I want you to go and see my old friend Seth. He can come across as a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found at Coots Chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn!
Ok, WindStorm, direi che per oggi ci possiamo fermare qui. Faremo un'altra missione nel prossimo episodio. E ok, WindStormiani, io vi ricordo sempre di lasciare un bel like di supporto, un commentino e un'iscrizione con campanella, mi raccomando. E noi WindStormiani ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao!